Welcome everyone to 9 to 5 Jobs, presenting our idea on an untapped pool of workers in today's market and why your company should actually consider hiring 9 to 5 workers, people with a day job, for some of your part-time employment needs. So everyone knows that businesses are currently facing a massive labor shortage, and a lot of businesses are affected, but this specifically applies to shift work-based jobs. If you work in a restaurant, you have a landscaping company, you have a warehouse, jobs that require different shifts, require constant staffing, and sometimes non-traditional hours. Everyone knows that the pool of talent out there is currently very limited. So even if you find a worker, they might not always be the most dependable or able to fit your schedule. And so a lot of employers are voicing those concerns as well. Some people have even left the workforce to assist their family or are not comfortable working currently due to the coronavirus. So we have an increase in demand currently for a lot of business services, especially as most states have canceled or are soon canceling any restrictions regarding capacity limitations, indoor dining, or other services. So we have a situation where companies are expected to provide the same level or even more service, but the workforce just isn't there to meet those needs. The unemployment problem is definitely a real thing that employers are facing, and to some people, this doesn't make sense, but to explain it, a full-time worker working 40 hours a week at the federal minimum wage makes only about $290 a week. Unemployment benefits, however, will pay a fraction of the salary if the individual is unemployed, and until the end of September, will also give an extra $300 a week. So that's over $450 a week on average for the minimum wage worker or shift worker to be collecting unemployment. And unfortunately, that results in a financial incentive not to work currently, as long as the extended benefits are in place. Those are set to expire in September, but that just means you have a summer full of short-staffed places of work and restaurants and your business. So what's the solution to that? You might think, oh, maybe you can hire some of these employees on a part-time basis, and some states you actually can do it. In New Jersey, a worker, even while collecting unemployment benefits, would not lose anything if they earned less than 20% of their weekly benefit. So that amounts to mainly a few $100s, maybe a shift or two. In New York, you can work a shift of 4 hours or less without losing any benefits. And in Massachusetts, you can actually earn up to a third of your unemployment benefit amount, which is pretty high in that state per week, without losing any benefits as well. So many states do allow for a limited amount of income to be made, but that's really not enough to create dependable availability in the schedule you're creating. So one solution that we're presenting is to market your part-time positions to people with full-time jobs, people that work 9 to 5. Let me tell you why. So 9 to 5 workers may be able to help you out in certain circumstances. There are certain shifts that they will be able to cover reliably that fit around their full-time jobs. For example, if you worked at a bakery or something else that required morning availability, those workers would be able to pick up shifts from the start time until their time they had to start their 9 to 5. Similarly, if you worked at a restaurant or something else that required an evening shift, certain employees may be able to work from 5 or 5:30 until close if they're looking to make some extra cash. Many full-time workers will already have things like health insurance and retirement plans, so they might not necessarily be looking for those things if they're working a part-time job. A lot of people may also be not inclined to take a job without benefits, especially if they'd only offer them part-time hours, but that would not be a consideration for this group of workers. And many 9 to 5 workers get paid time off for holidays and weekends. And while some may not want to work weekends and keep that flexibility for themselves, if they worked on certain holidays and got paid for basically staying home, they'd be able to potentially pick up shifts at your location without any interference. There are some things that need to be considered. Um, Marketing to this certain group of workers will only apply in certain circumstances and for certain shifts. And a lot of people may be turned off by job postings or advertisements online if they see the following requirements. Must be willing to work weekends and holidays. Again, this kind of work and this employee base may be better suited for early morning weekday shifts and late night weekday shifts. It may not be exactly what you're looking for or what's ideal, but this is not an ideal time for hiring part-time workers. A lot of these people, again, cannot work full-time. They will not have that full-time availability, and if they see that in your job posting, they probably will not be applying. Same thing, if you put flexible shifts, but it interferes with their usual 9 to 5 job, they will also not apply. They might be able to work 5 to 8 in the morning, but they won't be able to work 6 to 10. They might be able to work 5 to 10 at night, but not 3 to 7. So you just have to advertise shifts that are flexible and are stated to be flexible around 9 to 5 hours. So if you look at a potential day, these are shifts that might be available. The open to 8:30 time frame, if you need help there, if you work at a coffee shop, you work at a bakery, that's something that they can pick up a shift at. They will not be available during the day, but from 5:30 on, you can probably find some workers that are willing to take those jobs. Both of those shifts highlighted in green are exactly what we're talking about when we are talking about hiring full-time workers as ways to supplement your part-time workforce. Wish you the best of luck with your staffing needs this summer. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit us at our website for more information and more tips as we have them. Thanks for watching.